Welcome to Indie Music Live, episode 185. I love rhyming those numbers with the live. Anyway, what's up, Dave? How you doing? We're gonna come in first with Dave tonight. There we
Oh,
go. I'm
man.
mixing it up.
Wow. Thanks, man. That's cool. Oh, wow.
There we go. See, we got
it's
two
just
shots.
me and you, Joe. Just like
all right.
the
Nice
old
talking to
days.
you, Dave. Okay, we're gonna be
Oh.
listening to Dave. You wanted to say something, so I'm bringing you on. So you're a little red now.
No, man, I'm fine. We
right.
gotta obviously gotta start with a new review post. 610 up at the website. That's Anthony Lapira. So go check it out. Have a read. It's another good
Forest
one.
Robots coming soon.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming in the next couple days. And I just wrote a song in the green room called "One Doug Is Enough." It's strictly it's a falsetto song with like 5-part harmony. So
well, let's find out what he thinks about that in just a second.
Yeah. Well,
show tonight, we got some good music. We talked about this guy a couple weeks ago, new review on the website, Fintan McKahey from Ireland with God Games. It's been fun watching this guy grow over the past couple years because we did a review a while back, and I like this one a lot better. We have featured artist Jeremy Rice from Quebec City coming up. We'll be talking to him in a few minutes, getting deeper with Dave. And Band of Coyotes with their song Sunrise. Sort of I think it's a live performance, but when it doesn't sound like it, but it looks like it, and they sound good anyway. So, and then also back from St. Louis, Dougie Fresh from Odds Lane, hanging out with us. Doug, how you doing tonight, man?
I am doing good. How are you, sir? Nice to be back.
My nose is itchy.
Your nose is itchy.
What'd you say? Nice what?
I said it's nice to be back.
Oh, nobody said a damn thing about my haircut yet, and I'm a little pissed.
Oh,
right.
And your haircut looks great.
Thank you.
Did I not mention
Dave,
that
you didn't say
earlier?
anything. No Tin Hut. No.
Yeah. I mean, drop down, give
jokes.
me 20. I mean, that's an old joke. We're cutting the old jokes tonight, man. Yeah. Going fresh.
Speaking of old jokes, remember the granny panties joke?
Oh yeah.
That was fun for a couple years.
Yeah.
Doug, you guys, did you guys just come out with a new video?
Yeah, we just dropped a new, like an in-studio kind of, Bon Jovi Living on a Prayer, esque.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just came out, and yeah.
Did you guys set up those cameras, or were they already set up in the studio?
No, that was, believe it or not, one camera, and I just moved it around from take to take.
Okay, cool.
Just trying to get different angles and capture as much of it as we did. I had no idea that we were really going to make a video out of it until like later. I was like, I bet I could piece this together.
Everything's timed together, right, and stuff. So
yeah, it worked out real well. Well,
Sweet.
Brian plays with a click, so it's easy to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're recording. Yeah. So cool. We'll let's check. We'll have to check that out sometime soon, either when you're here or when you're not here. Let's go ahead and get the show going. Fintan McKahey, God Games from Ireland. It's a very international show tonight. I'm loving it. We also have a featured artist from Australia coming up in a couple of weeks. Haven't had that in a while. So, Rob, when you're ready, let's check out God Games. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll be right back.
Maybe I will, and maybe it's not too late for this, Better yet still, and maybe we'll win the race with this, And let the night light swallow us some patience for the greatest still to come. Hindsight fill up our lungs, morph into the waters on our own. And we can submit to the moonlit mind. And we can escape to a bright black comet. And we can stop time and watch the world pass by from it. Yeah. And we can subside and let the long light move on it. play the God game honest.
Indie Music Live, episode 185. That was a weird transition. Fintan McKahey, God Games. I enjoy this song. I'm curious to find out what you guys think of it. I'm going to let you fight to see who goes first.
Take it, Doug. Go ahead, buddy.
So I like this one. I dig the vibe of it. You know, the kind of the way that it's kind of real chill, and the production to me sounds really good. Kind of a couple of things I noticed, like kind of the transitions between the verses and the choruses. If I'm going to say anything bad, which it wasn't bad, but other than that, I really like the tune and the sound quality, and I like his voice too.
Yeah, man, very cool. This is, you know, one of the most rewarding parts of doing this business the past 4 years is just seeing the maturation of artists, you know, go from
Hey, watch your mouth. Oh, okay.
Oh no, that's for later on tonight. Sorry, but no, this is like kind of going to the Jason Mraz flavor, and then I think he's kind of moved on more to like a Jack Johnson type of flavor in this tune. The raspier voice, deeper, but he's kind of reached this place in the past few years. Listening to this song, it's like, you know what, man? It's like you kind of have your own style now. And that's kind of what artists strive to reach, right? I mean, at some point, it's like in the early years, you're just kind of copying other people. Everyone does it. I mean, you have to start somewhere. It's like, yeah, it's playing this blues song, you know, kind of sounds like Slash, the Solar, it's whatever. Eventually, we covered this with Ben Cody. It was the same thing. It was, you know, his first album, he was just basically mimicking like Van Halen and Guns N' Roses and everything, and then his last album, it's like, whoa, dude, that's kind of your own style now, and I kind of see that going on here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant, what you're saying about the growth. So cool stuff, Fintan. Keep it coming. Okay, so we're gonna bring in featured artist of the night from Quebec City, which is, I learned, sort of in the middle of Canada and somewhere in Quebec. But other than that, I'm not really sure where it is. Is Canada a state, or what is that? No, okay. I saw some video the other day where they were doing like citizen questions. People couldn't answer anything, and they're like, "Is Canada a state?" Anyway, Jeremy Rice, how you doing, man? Nice to meet you. Glad you could make it tonight. How you?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
So this is when I tell you to kind of tell us who you are and what you're doing here, and a little bit about Arriianne, and then take a little listen to it. Come back, get deeper with Dave.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm a songwriter, a composer. I've been doing it for a long while now, and I'm just putting out this new record. It's called The Legendary Jeremy Rice and the Legendary Fist of Takanella.
Legendary Fist of Takanella.
Yeah. So. Anyway, we kind of decided to put out the single of this Arriianne ahead of time to kind of get some kind of buzz going. So by the time the record came out, there might be some talk already. The record comes out October 12th.
Nice.
And very excited about it.
Sweet. So we're going to be talking about it. We're going to take a listen first, and we're going to come back, get deeper with Dave. Let us know what you think in the comments. Share this video out. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 3. Having fun and being free, it does feel pretty sweet, but not as sweet as making love to you. I can't do this, look at me, I'm up and on my feet. Just tell me what it is I have to do. Oh, at the end, I know our love is dying. There's no point in denying. At the end, oh, just let me be your man. I'll beg, I'll plead, I'll take it any way I can. Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a jazz, rock, pop, fusion type of flavor going on there. Hard to classify that song. You know, I was trying to think of a reference. For some reason, Elvis Costello kept popping into my head. Is he an influence? Has he crossed your mind in your songwriting career? At
Yeah,
anything?
I mean, it's funny that because like I mean it's not something I would have ever thought of, but I do really dig. I always found he's a very interesting songwriter. But it didn't really dawn on me. But it's true though. I can hear it in the sound of that particular song. I can see what you mean. There's certain elements I can see.
Well, what are the conscious influences that kind of, you know, help mold your sound, man?
Well, like I'm a big Supertramp fan, which you wouldn't hear in this song. But yeah, I don't know.
Makes
I
sense.
sort of go back to a lot of the stuff that I guess I was hearing when I was when I was really young. The stuff, the records that my parents were playing. You know, but yeah, I mean, you know, I sort of gravitate towards like you know, sort of progressive rock stylings. I'd like Daft Punk is another one that sort of like comes out of nowhere. I think it's more like from a production standpoint. I feel like I like to play with layers and sort of repeat things with different beds and try to sort of make something the same sound different, you know, which is something they're pretty good at. So,
all right, man. So I encourage people to go to jeremyrice.net, just how it sounds. It's a pretty interesting site, man. A really interesting guy here, Jeremy. Is the first thing you'll see is the legendary fist of Takinawa. So you have to explain, like, what does that mean, man? Is it kind of a take off a kung fu movie, or what's going on?
yeah, I mean that's basically it. Like there's a song. The title track is like this sort of big epic number that I just like I wrote the music ahead of time, and then you know it just seemed like okay, this wants some sort of large, you know, theme, something larger than life. So I don't know. I thought a kung fu film, you know, tale of a man's struggle to go from nothing to greatness, back to nothing again, and you know, so the I guess the fist of Takinawa is sort of like the catalyst that sort of takes him the whole way and back down, and you know, there's a story, right?
It's a great like phrase. I like it. I mean, it's like I want, and that picture, that album cover. I mean, that you guys got to see that. Go to his website. But a couple more questions here for me. I just kind of going through your bio. Is like you played with some other groups. Like it seems like you've had these little stints with these other music projects in the past. I'm not talking about your TV stuff. Just like in terms of a band. So you reach this point and to now where it's like, you know what, it's just Jeremy Rice, and that's kind of what you go. I mean, how did you kind of reach that point, and why?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was always kind of hiding behind. Hiding isn't the right word, but like you know, I guess in a way, like having a band is sort of maybe it's easier to brand, you know. And I don't know. I always kind of thought that that in my mind, I sort of wanted to work with the image of a band, I suppose.
I mean, do you think it was time to like take the lead just in your career, where it's just like, you know what, I think I'd like to kind of lead a project?
Well, I guess the thing is that I've always kind of led the projects. Like the Times I mean, you know, different musicians, but I mean, I wrote all the songs and I pretty much played the same role as I do in Jeremy Rice band, like with the sellouts and with the like the time score and whatever. So it's sort of it's kind of, I don't want to say it's the same thing, because like I guess each one of these projects kind of had their own unique sound that I was sort of like striving for. Whereby this is, was an opportunity for me to go in a fairly different direction and kind of try to reinvent myself a bit.
Yeah. I mean, and here yet another direction. I mean, you're a super creative guy. I really want people to go to your website. There's another section just music for TV, film, and games. And just going through the list here, there's all these like, short films, full-length films, games, like all this stuff. I haven't listened to it, so
you need hours. You need. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure, but in terms of like the scoring stuff, when you go project to project like this, do you just basically like reboot your brain and like leave everything else in the past? It's like, all right, I'm doing a children's movie now. It's like, okay, it's like, all right, now I'm going to kind of score a kid's movie coming from the song we just heard. It's just like a sharp left turn. Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, no, I've always been pretty good at sort of like compartmentalizing, my ideas and stuff. But it's fairly easy, especially when you're working. Oh, I just turned blue. Especially when you're. Yeah, like when you're, especially with like the short films or like the TV shows and whatever. Often the directors will come at you and they'll actually say like, they'll give you reference material and say like, can you make it sound like X, right? So it does make the task a lot easier when you're especially commercials are the one, because like they really want something specific. A lot of times they just give you some stock stuff and they say like, can you make it as close to this as possible, which is weird, because like the challenge then is not jumping from one thing to another. It's actually emulating this thing without copying, and it's like
right.
That's a bit of a challenge, right?
Yeah, Rob's shaking his head. He knows what's up. But yeah, Jeremy, we got to move on, man. So once again, it's jeremyrice.net. Go check out his website. Look at all his crazy artistic projects, and I think you'll have a good time. It'll take up your entire Saturday. But anyway, have a great night, Jeremy. Pleasure meeting you, man.
Same here.
All right, Rob, next tune we got queued up. I think it's a song called Sunrise by Band of Coyotes. Let's check this one out. Let's do this. Ready? Bingo, right there.
Time and drift away, baby girl, won't you be my babe? Day pull away, 'cause another one's creeping in. It's somehow, some way. I found myself again bedside with a beach in mind, searching for a song to
Sunrise by Band of Coyotes. Like, I've played in that room in that video. That was like my entire college. I had the tie-dye thing in the back. Yeah,
That's exactly what I was going to say.
But no, this was cool, man. This was there's like a blue-eyed soul flavor in the beginning. That's why, you know, like Ray LaMontagne. I think he's best known for that genre. But also some kind of mellow blues rock, like light blues rock type of flavor, which led me to Big Head Todd, man. Like if you guys remember Big Head Todd, like their mellow songs, that's what I was feeling right here. It's well placed, you know. I like his voice, you know. Even the lead guitar is simple, but it works. Nice clean melodies there, nice harmonies. Yeah, I was digging this, man.
I kind of felt like a laid back, you know, like hippie 90s, almost like Edie Brickell, like laid back kind of thing. You know, I dug what they're doing. My only complaint, I'm all full of complaints tonight. My only complaint is actually a good complaint. I would like to hear her sing more. I really liked when they were doing the harmonies together.
I would guess that she probably does, you know.
Yeah,
I would just assume, because she had good pitch, you know, good harmonies. So
yeah, that was my favorite part, is when they were singing together. I was like, oh yeah, that's nice.
The guy's voice is pretty good too. I mean, that's kind of what grabbed me about the whole thing. Is he, you know, the music was really cool, and I was listening to it as a submission. It was like, you know, yeah, the music's cool and everything, but you know, you gotta wait till the singer comes in. He came in singing, and it was just like, okay, on the show. So
no, he's good. He's good too. I just thought their harmonies were spot on, so I was waiting for more.
Cool. So Doug, your name's Doug. What's Odds laying up to lately, my friend? Give us an update.
Well, we just
the new video.
New video, trying to promote the new record on Gulf Coast Records. We're getting ready to do a bunch of some out of town stuff, heading up in Illinois. We got a big show in Kansas City coming up October 19th. It's actually Gulf Coast Records Review, where we've got 6 people from all over the country flying in and doing a big show at Knuckleheads on the 19th. And then in November, we're heading down and doing some touring down in Florida with Zito. And
Sweet.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming up. So oddslane.com, you can get all the dates and new stuff coming out. Check out the video. And
right on. David, any final words this evening?
Now going to get to work on that song. One Doug is enough.
One Doug
is enough. Yeah. All falsetto, thinking like a Michael McDonald type of flavor.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's pretty good.
See if you can get like Tupac to guest and star in the video.
Yeah.
All righty. Anyway, my name is JoeJoeKeys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hixvideo, Hixvideo. Rob Hicks making us look good. If you need professional live streaming production, we're all in different parts of the country and the world, and just look how cool it is and how professional looking it is. That's all Rob. So thanks for hanging out with us Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock on YouTube. This has been Indie Music Live, episode 185. We'll be back next week with 186. Peace.